Scrapbookers, this is Megan, and I am back today with a Traveler's Notebook spread. So for this one, I wanted to dive into some new mixed media. I recently got some Shimmers paint products, and this first one that I'm using is called Shimmers, and the name of the color is Moon Rock, which I really love this color. It's kind of like a grayish brown, if that even makes sense. Like it's not completely brown, but it's not completely gray either. So I really liked this color, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna use this because this was one of my newest colors that I had recently got. I think I got this in January, back in January, or maybe it was December, I don't remember. But I decided to just kind of start drawing lines on this page, and I did go off and get a couple of jars of water just to make sure that I wasn't contaminating my colors. Okay, so now I am pulling out some white acrylic paint just to cover up that bottom part of the notebook. It has it's not mixed media paper, but I have done a lot of mixed media in this notebook. I don't know why, because I do have other mixed media notebooks, but this one is like my favorite one to do mixed media in, which is so silly, right? So it had kind of tainted the page that I was working in, and I didn't want it to be there. So I'm just using that white to cover up the color, and that works out really well. Okay, so now here is where I'm going to pull in a couple other colors. So the second one is Pink Caviar, and the name of the product is Shimmers as well. And so I'm just basically going to paint some lines, and I kind of wish I would have stopped with this pink color and not added the purple. I mean, I do love purple, but I don't know. I have a hard time doing mixed media in Traveler's Notebooks, and I don't know why. So here I'm going to think, okay, this is really weird. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not enjoying this as much as I thought I would. But I'm going to keep going. So I'm going to spray some water into this pot, and this one is called Inklings, and it's also from Shimmers Paints, and basically it just has the color inside of it, and what you have to do is you spray it with water, and then it mixes with the color. And I really do love this purple, but I just kind of kept going and going and going. If I would have stuck to just these three colors, it probably would have been fine. But I'm going to add this gold, which is a really nice gold. This is Shimmers as well, and it is called Golden Wheat. And it's kind of like a yellowy gold, which is fine, and I really like the color. But it was too yellow for this page. Way too yellow, not enough gold, and then mixed next to that moon rock kind of grayish brown color just didn't go well. So I'm going to decide to grab some of my Shimmers vibes in Razzle Dazzle Berry, and I am going to use that and try to bring in some more kind of pinky red. And this is where I decide, okay, nope, I'm done. And I come back a little bit later, and I decide to just cover the whole notebook page in this Dina Wakley media, and it's heavy body acrylic paint in the color Penny. And I love this. I absolutely love how this looks. And I didn't cover up all of the watercolor in the background, as you can see, and I really love the way that looks up there at the top and on the sides, how it's kind of peeking through. Here I am going to use, I think I use Lilac Hue in Dazzlers. Yeah, it's a nice pretty purple, and it actually looks kind of silver now that it's dry, and on the page it looks more silver than it does purple, which is really interesting to me. It might be my lighting, I don't know. So I'm going to add that butterfly stencil, and I did get that stencil in my Secret Not Secret January kit, which is my absolute favorite kit of all time. Of course, it was the Bohemian Dream collection, and she added a butterfly stencil, and I was like, oh, it was perfect. So now here I am using an old, I think this is an old Heidi Swapp stencil, and I'm using just some pink paint and just painting some stars in a few different places on the spread. Now I came back, and it's a little bit later, and I have these two photos of myself right after I dyed my hair back in February, at the beginning of February. So this layout, I was thinking I made it in January, but I made it in February because I didn't get my hair dyed until February, so that makes sense. Okay, good to know, right? I always get my dates jumbled up. When I don't like edit the process videos right away, I always forget. Anyway, so I took this photo, and it's a little off center because I was trying to focus on my hair because it was really bright red, like so bright. I absolutely loved it, but it was like so much brighter than I had planned. And I just really loved the composition of this photo as well as the color of my hair. Like, it was amazing in this photo. So I printed off two different sizes of this photo, and I am just going to layer them together on this page. And you can see I'm doing a white border and then a pattern paper, another white border, and then another pattern paper on that bigger photo. And then for this smaller photo, I'm going to do a white border and then just one pattern paper layer behind that. And then I'm just going to glue that to the right of that bigger photo. And I just absolutely love this TN spread. This is one of my favorites that I've made in such a long time. And I made this for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club scrap party, and I believe this was the personality challenge. On Friday nights, Christina usually gets on and says, hey, let's get this party started, and gives us one challenge to work with. And this one was to scrapbook our personality. And so I thought this photo was very fitting for that. And I just really love how this spread turned out. So I decided to pull out these, oh goodness, what collection? I don't know what collection this is from, but these are some Paige Evans thickers. They're phrase thickers, and I'm going to have my title be #HappyNow, and then I'm going to write out different things that make up my personality. So I wrote funny, loving, crazy, laid back, hardworking, lazy, bold, and helpful. And I just kept it super simple. I just wanted to point out that, you know, these are things that I do like about myself. Then I'm going to do some journaling to the right, and that just says, I will be 35 this year, and I am at a point in life where I am finally okay with who I am. I really love myself. And that is it for this layout. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this process. It's been a while since I've made a TN page, and I had a lot of fun making this one. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again soon. Actually, I think I have a video for tomorrow, so I will see you tomorrow. Have a great Sunday. Bye.